The movie begins with two characters, Iris and Paul. They are deeply in love with each other. Paul picks Iris up and takes her in his car to a restaurant located inside a tall building. When they arrive, he notices there's an elevator. As they prepare to go up, he sees that it's marked as being full. Despite that, they are still invited in. Paul looks toward the glass walls and smiles. Paul takes Iris to the upper floor of the building, where he plans to propose to her. As they reach the top, Iris suddenly starts feeling unwell. She tries to explain to Paul that something doesn't feel right, that something is off, but Paul doesn't take her seriously. Everything around them begins to shake and collapse. Paul is left hanging from a broken glass panel while Iris screams for help. Despite her efforts, Paul loses his grip and falls along with several others. A woman is seen running while on fire, then she falls to the ground. The entire building begins to collapse. Iris tries her best to help and call people to safety. As the left side of the tower starts crumbling, people rush in all directions. In the middle of all this, a spinning coin appears and mysteriously lands upright, balancing itself perfectly as everything falls apart around it. As the building collapses, Iris spots a child and rushes to save him. She jumps to the side, shielding the child from the falling debris. Her brave move prompts others to start moving to protect themselves too. Suddenly, a woman notices something approaching fast from behind. It strikes Iris. At that moment, Stephanie wakes up. It was all a dream. But in the dream, she had seen Iris's finger getting stuck between two metal rods. As Iris holds the child and falls, her finger snaps and she hits another rod while Iris's granddaughter visits the place where Iris lives, hoping to understand the past. Suddenly, a small metal arrow falls from above and crashes into a gas cylinder pipe. The force causes the pipe to piercing straight through Iris's face. Blood splatters as the horrifying accident instantly takes Iris's life. Her granddaughter, in shock, begins telling the story of the past, the dream she had seen, how Paul had proposed to Iris, and how everything unfolded that tragic day. Iris and her grandfather are having a family party, while on the other side, her granddaughter is returning from burying Iris along with her boyfriend. Later, the party is in full swing, and everyone is lost in their own world, unaware of what is about to happen to them. Iris's daughter, who is Darlene, is trying to explain to everyone that this scenario has happened in the past, and that they should all stay aware. But no one is able to fully understand it yet. The rest of the people are giving their own opinions and making their own decisions, pushing them to explain more about what happened in the past. Darlene's cousin, who has tattoos and makes himself look like a tough guy, is also making a tattoo for some girl. At this moment, his friend steps outside, and suddenly he slips and falls down while hanging from somewhere. He catches fire because there is gasoline spilled there, and the gas causes the flames to spread even more. Meanwhile, a hook hits his nose, and the poor guy tries his best to save himself. After that, Darlene comes to her boyfriend and helps him up. She tells him to wake up because something bad is happening. She puts him in the car and takes him away. Then he receives a message from someone. Suddenly, her cousin appears in front of the car, who had already saved himself earlier. They talk for a while, and he explains how he had an accident. He then shows his tattoo, the one he had made. After that, he drinks some juice and starts walking ahead again. They stop a car and are having a conversation when suddenly her cousin passes from behind, gets hit on the head by a football, and falls straight into a trash can. Meanwhile, Darlene starts running after him. Darlene tries hard to save him, and they try to stop the trash can, but by the time they manage to do something, her cousin gets crushed inside it and dies. They go and tell his mother, and she starts crying in grief. Everyone sits together and starts blaming Darlene, saying that she had warned them earlier. Darlene's brother is also shocked by his death. After that, Darlene explains that this is how it's all happening and that all of this is going to come true. They all sit together in a van and go to a detective. To their shock, they realize that this is the same detective whom Iris had once saved from falling. Hearing this, they are all stunned that it's really the same person. Later, the detective tells everyone that people are dying one way or another, and he investigates with his colleague to understand how these sudden deaths are happening. Afterwards, he shows them records and explains everything. Detective also warns them that death cannot be escaped, it will find you somehow. After that, Darlene's two cousins go to the hospital and notice a light suddenly flickering inside. One of them takes a candy from the vending machine. Suddenly, the other cousin pushes him against the vending machine, and they take out the candy, when one of them accidentally gets stuck in a scanning machine along with the stretcher. All the magnetic forces activate, and everything metallic starts pulling towards him. The cousin has metal objects on him, like a nose ring and other things. His other cousin comes to save him, but a spring shoots out from the vending machine and hits him on the head, causing his death too. Darlene, her mother, and her sister are traveling in a trailer when suddenly a truck comes in front of them, and they hit the brakes to save themselves from an accident. They reach the house of Iris's grandmother, where she used to live. Her grandmother had recently passed away. Iris and her boyfriend go there, and while they are there, a blast occurs in the park. Because of the blast, everything falls apart, and her boyfriend gets trapped under the debris. He tries to save himself, and Iris falls into the water. Then her boyfriend rescues Iris, pulls her out of the water, and carries her away. Meanwhile, the house slowly catches fire, and eventually, the entire house explodes. He saves Iris from there and gives her CPR, and both of them survive. The turtle represents that there is a need for food during the life. The turtle comes and eats food. Iris's boyfriend's parents see him and say, "You're looking great." Then a coin appears, and it gets stuck on the train tracks. But just as it's about to get stuck, Darlene is told, "You cannot save everyone." Then her boyfriend stands beside her and says, "You can't save everyone." Suddenly, a train comes speeding by and passes quickly. After the train passes, Darlene is checking her boyfriend's flower, trying to fix it, but her gets pricked by the flower, and her blood starts flowing. In the end, they both die.